Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? It's Incomplete the Poet once again. I have 5 steps to writing intimate poetry, meaningful poetry. 5 steps, okay? Now, the first step I want you to understand is that if you can't motivate yourself, if you can't minister to yourself, if you can't inspire yourself, then just go ahead and stop the video, go ahead and log off your phone, and just like throw it as far as you possibly can. You know what I'm saying? If you can't inspire yourself. And that's the key thing about it. Don't worry about what's trending. Don't worry about what's popping. Inspire you. And when you inspire you, please believe it, there's a lot of people feeling the exact same way that you feel. So my step 5 is inspire yourself, because when you inspire yourself, you're going to take it to the next level. Step 4, okay? Make it intimate, not sexual, but intimate. Write about something that's close to you, okay? Maybe you want to write about a parent or a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a significant other, or just how something makes you feel. Make it intimate, okay? Make it personal, because when it's personal, we know all about us. We know all the things that we are experiencing. So definitely make it personal, because when you make it personal, it's intimate. People feel like they can connect to you. It's real, and it's something that they feel is tangible, because if all else fails, they can go back to that piece of work, as far as to that poem or to that video, or even call you directly or message you, okay? So definitely make it intimate, okay? Now, intro is king. The first 2 lines will either make you or break you. So when you're writing your poem, those first 2 lines is definitely detriment, okay? It's key, it's important, okay? Because you only have 10 seconds. I told you that in the last video. You only have 10 seconds to wow the audience, to capture the audience, to get their attention, to tell them, hey, shut up, stop talking, I got something to say. You only got 10 seconds. So those first 2 lines has to be definitely on point. I have a poem called Essence of the Man, right? The first two lines are: sexually abused, left hurt and confused, just like a diamond in the rough, I shine. That's my first 2 lines. And once I present those first 2 lines, sexually abused, left hurt and confused, I automatically got their attention. Like, what is he about to talk about? What is he about to present? He said the poem was Essence of a Man, but he's talking about being sexually abused. You know, so that's the first 2 lines. I have another 2-liner called Dehydrated Blood. And those 2 lines just starts off, Lord, you are more than worthy, but my sins leave my soul thirsty. Okay? Once again, those first 2 lines are key. If you can't capture them in the first 10 seconds, if you can't control that room within the first 2 lines, then you're going to have a long poem. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the most disrespectful things that you can see as you're performing your piece is people talking on their cell phone, people walking about, people talking to their neighbor. You know, that's the most, because that already tells you they can care less what you're saying. Okay? You got to get them in the first 10 seconds. Those first 2 lines are key. If you can't do it in the first 2 lines, then you might have to go back to the drawing board, man. You know what I'm saying? And see how we can work that out. Step 4, set the mood. Not everyone can just write, so make a date with your pen, lower the lights, play some music, get yourself in the mood. You know what I'm saying? Just set the mood. You know, when I first started off writing, I loved to just have a little music playing in the background to kind of create a little cool, laid-back, jazzy ambiance, you know, and I'll just write. You know, I ain't have nothing, no particular title in mind. I ain't have no topic on my heart. I would just write, and I would just come up with 2-liners, you know. Sometimes music not your thing. Maybe music may be a distraction for you. Okay, well then, go ahead and light a candle, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get settled in your bubble bath. Have your pen, not your phone. You drop it, your phone gone. Hey, you know what I'm saying? A little pen and pad while you're sitting in the little bubble bath with a little candle lit. And just think of something very intimate and very sweet, and something that's very gonna definitely get the people attention. You know what I'm saying? So definitely set the mood, you know. And maybe crunk is your thing. Maybe being turned up is your thing. So maybe you want to blast the radio. Maybe you want to have your homegirls or your homeboys straight being your hype man, rooting you on as you're trying to, excuse me, as you're trying to present your piece. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is for you to go ahead and set that mood, definitely set that mood, okay? Now, lastly, the last step is there should be no hold bars, okay? Be transparent, open, exposed, vulnerable. In order to do this, you have to be comfortable with you, your perfections and your flaws, okay? So I write therapeutic poetry, okay? Poetry that's healing to me, poetry that's ministered to me, poetry that inspires me, okay? So that's what I like to do, okay? That's my thing, that's my lane. I have mastered that thing, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing that anyone can say to take me out that lane, you know what I'm saying? And that's my lane, okay? So because I write therapeutic poetry, it's poetry that anybody can relate to, okay? Now, the topic I may be spitting on may have something to do with death. We all experience death at one point of our life, you know what I'm saying? And maybe who I'm talking about may not be nowhere close to who you may be remembering, but sometimes that reader or that listener change the names so they can make it personal to them. So be transparent, be vulnerable, expose yourself, be open, be honest, okay? And that's how you can write some of the most meaningful and intimate work, is when you're honest, when you're open, and when you're vulnerable, okay? I promise you, I won't steal your room. Been doing this for a long, long time, and it basically haven't failed me yet. You know, so those are all the tips I have right now. And once again, please subscribe, you know, please like, please comment. You know, I plan on putting some performances on here as well, so you guys could critique me, you know what I'm saying, because I'm not perfect, you know. But thank you once again for viewing, and I see you around the way.